Okay, we got some business to do. All right. 32 days.
Joe Biden sabotages Kamala Harris live on air when he decided to do something he's never done before, which is that he held a live press conference from the White House briefing room at the same time that Kamala Harris was conducting her rally. So what we're going to do is react to this clip, talk about it, and some of the other things that ended up happening during her rally. Let's start with the actual sabotage that was being recorded on CNN when they discovered it. Watch.
I do have a note, and I'm curious what you think about this. We were actually about to go live to Vice President Kamala Harris, who's speaking right now in Detroit, Michigan, and apparently she's talking about this port strike ending. She's trying to appeal to union workers, and yet you have the President of the United States come out clearly overshadowing her, answering significant questions. Is that a communications mistake? Is the left hand not talking to the right hand in this situation?
That's a very good point. And if they were coordinated, as you assume they would be, this would not have happened.
I mean, this is crazy because CNN was about to obviously broadcast her rally, and then they cut away to Joe Biden here while they're doing an interview. So clearly this probably was a miscommunication. That would be the simple answer. But just maybe, Joe Biden, he's not thinking. We know his brain is gone, and maybe he wandered out there. Even though his handlers probably told him don't do it, but he did it anyway. I mean, how else do you explain it? So one thing I am curious about is why did he go out there? What did he really have to say? Well, I guess he was trying to celebrate the new job numbers, but the problem is he ended up taking questions that overshadowed his celebration of the new jobs report that came out. And one of those questions ended up exposing what we've all been saying about Kamala Harris over the past 3.5 years about her record. Watch this clip.
There have obviously been a number of crises that the country has been facing over the past several days with the hurricane, with the port strike, with the situation in the Middle East. Can you talk about how your vice president, who is running for the presidency, has worked on these crises and what role she has played over the past several days?
Well, I'm in constant contact with her. She's aware we're singing from the same song sheet. She helped pass all the laws that are being employed now. She was a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine in terms of all the things we're doing.
Okay, so let me read this to you. We're in constant contact. That's number one. That's expected, right? That's what you would want between your president and vice president. Number two, we're singing from the same song sheet. Okay, that's what you would want. Number three, she helped pass all the laws that are being deployed now. So it doesn't sound, wrong for him to say any of that. There's only one problem, though. Your approval rating is in the dump, which means that America is not happy with your policies. So if you're going out there and you're saying, yeah, she helped me pass all these policies, does that help Kamala Harris or does that hurt Kamala Harris? I think we know what the answer is. All right, just to make sure that we're thorough here, and I made the claim that it's the first time he's ever done something like that. It was reported from Axios and on Fox News here. If we scroll down, it says it right here. President Biden entered the White House briefing room on Friday to audible gasps from reporters as he unexpectedly took the podium and filled with questions. It was the first time that Biden, 81 years old, made an appearance during a White House press briefing since he assumed office in 2021. The president spoke briefly about the averted port workers strike, Friday's positive job numbers, and announced that he may request additional money from Congress to fund Hurricane Helen relief efforts. I would expect him to actually do that. But yeah, so it was the first time, and it just shows that he is so out of touch. I don't understand why he had to do that. One can only speculate and think maybe he's trying to sabotage Kamala Harris. Maybe he doesn't want her to win. Now, some people would ask, why would he do something like that? Well, because he's been shoved to the side. Think about it. When's the last time Kamala Harris mentioned Joe Biden's name? When's the last time the campaign mentioned Joe Biden's name? You know, like, he's an afterthought at this point. This is why they're reporting 2 weeks out from the election. So the last 2 weeks of October, he's going to be out of the country. So I don't know how that would make you feel if you were already forced to drop out of the race and then they shoved you to the side and you were really only able or allowed to come out of your cubby hole there when you're being given an award. Other than that, we don't want to see you. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do. Sabotage her campaign? I mean, she already has enough problems as it is. The poll numbers are not in her favor at this moment. You got the unions not endorsing her. The Teamster union didn't endorse her. You got the wars overseas. You got Arab Americans pissed off in Michigan. I mean, it's just not a good look for her as a Democratic candidate this time around. She's not doing the same numbers that Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton was doing. So for him to come out here and do what he's doing, I think he becomes more of a distraction. So, you know, will the media pick this up and actually talk about it? Of course not, because they want Kamala Harris to win. So, you know, we will talk about it, of course. And the one thing that we want to talk about is what happened at that rally that CNN was supposed to be airing live, but they put Sleepy Joe on the screen. Her teleprompter went out. And when it did, look at her face and what she said.
Remember his number? 32. Today we got 32 days until the election. So 32 days. 32 days.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we got some business to do. We got some business to do. All right. 32 days. And we know we will do it. And this is going to be a very tight race until the very end. This is going to be a very tight race until the very end. We are the underdog, and we know we have some hard work ahead.
Wow. You know, she's nothing without the teleprompter. We know that. But I think she repeated the number 32 at least 5-6 times when the teleprompter went on. I mean, let's go back to it when it goes out. Look at her face. Watch this. Look at that. She's just like, whoa, man, I need that teleprompter back, please. So, yeah, that's Kamala Harris for you. I think we all know that. So I think it would be fair to do a comparison between her and Trump when the teleprompter goes out, because it's funny. His teleprompter actually went out on him yesterday, and look how he reacted.
We're at a point in our country's life that I think it's the most important election in the history of our country. I think there's never been anything as important. There's never been anything like it. And by the way, I want to tell you a funny story. Can I tell you one story before we leave? The teleprompter just went out. Just went out. I'm standing here, and I do most of it without the tele. Isn't it nice to have somebody that doesn't need a teleprompter? These teleprompters. You know, it's very dangerous. You got to be careful. You know, teleprompters will often go out. And if you're a certain type of person like Joe Biden, what would he do with the teleprompter? He's no good when the teleprompter is on. But what would you do? No, the teleprompter just went out. And you know what I say? Usually I don't talk about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. You saw I just did. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. It's wonderful. I love you very much. And go out and vote. And still, go out and vote.
Yeah, so that's how Trump responds when the teleprompter goes out. So I guess you do the comparison and you tell me in the comments section below what is the biggest difference between these two. And just my own personal opinion, I just think that Kamala Harris, I mean, she's just not a great public speaker. If your ability to inspire people depends 100% on a teleprompter and you are asking to be the commander-in-chief in 2024 with everything that is happening around the world, no thank you. You know, that's how I see it. What about you? What do you guys think about what Joe Biden did? Do you think it was a bonehead move? Do you think it was an accident? Or do you think he was really trying to sabotage her? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you got value from this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, or go to the link in the description, grab yourself a t-shirt or buy us a cup of coffee. Stay grateful, stay focused, and stay true. Peace.